We are honored to have the opportunity to have a captivating fireside chat for a chat segment from Dhyan to Zen. To grace us for this segment, I would like to call upon the stage Mr. Mohanji, a global humanitarian dedicated to transforming selfishness into selflessness. His insights on strategies and the efforts revolving around today's cause will undoubtedly enrich our understanding. So please join me in extending a warm and respectful welcome to him as we eagerly await his speech and insights that he has to share with us today. Can we have a huge round of applause for him?
The most important thing here, I would like to say that Mohanji has come all the way from Prayagraj for this session. From Prayagraj. So for Mohanji, please, big hand. So, how long you are in Prayagraj, Mohanji?
Right from the beginning of Kumbh Mela. We have a space there.
Okay.
So I was living there since January 12th.
Okay.
But in between, my father expired, so I had to, I went back. Then after all those ceremonies, I came back to Kumbh Mela.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Since you're coming from Kumbh Mela, so I think I really don't want to miss this opportunity. Could you please tell us a little bit in a few words about Kumbh? Like, what is? I haven't been there, so what is how is the experience for our Japanese also?
It's 144th year Kumbh Mela, because it's after 144 year, we had Maha Kumbh Mela, means the greatest of it, and it is that the sage Adi Shankara told the people living in Himalayas, meditating and attaining the highest level of spirituality, they said, you can't just sit here. You got to share what you have with the world. So they said, we don't have anything. We left everything in the marketplace and came back. We don't even have clothes. So they said, there is nothing called nothing. Everybody has something. So they said, what do we have? He said, your power of penance, the Shakti, the power you have created through spirituality. Share that. So they asked, where do we share? He said, go to Kumbh Mela. Who do we share with? He said, those who are empty. Empty means no thoughts, no ego, no expectations. That's emptiness. So they said, the people who are seeking will come. People who are filled up will come at the same place. So they share at that particular point. We had 700 million people, almost. This is an unofficial record, coming to Kumbh Mela this year. Even our camp was always overfull. So this was a great event. Nothing like that ever happened in the world, ever.
Thank you so much. I'm sure that many of you, anybody, have you been to Kumbh this year? Here? Oh, you have been there. Okay, you have been there. I can see many hands are raising. Oh my God. Nakashima-san, you went there. Oh, our Japanese friend also. He went there. That's 本当に素晴らしいと思います。So, もう半分インド人になりましたと思います。So, now, since we started talking about spirituality, I would like to ask you, like, how we can revive even the Japanese society, which is Dhyan here, the without ego, which actually you taught there in Kumbh, and you just said it. In Japanese society also, Zazen, they call it Zen. So how we can revive these two culture, these two kind of meditation?
Spirituality simply means self-connection. It's not something external. We are just reminded that there is an energy inside us which runs the show. We are always occupied by our personality and associated things which are possessions, positions and relations. This is what we invest our whole life on. We never ever think there is an energy making it happen. And that projection that we are projecting is also helped by an energy inside. When the energy leaves our body, we call it a dead body. The show ends. So we are here for about 30,000 days visa. We are on a tourist visa on earth. Maximum we will live, if you live 100 years, it will be 36,500 days. That's all. But we live as if we are going to conquer the world. Every generation had this mistake. And the biggest illusion is ownership of things. You can't own people. You cannot own places. You cannot own any position. Everything changes. So if you start feeling, hey, this energy is interesting in me, and let me feel it, that feeling will take you to high levels of spirituality. It's no rocket science. It's just a feeling. The marriage between the energy and the gross, the physical body, mind, intellect, and ego, this is called life. And when the energy leaves, we call it death. That simple is this. Coming to Japan, especially the Zen part, I would say the biggest contribution is mindfulness. That's like a static meditation. So you are meditating all the time, just being mindful. That means your mind is present with all your thoughts, all your expressions, words or speaking or writing or whatever, and action. So when your mind is present, you are fully into it. And this is vital for contentment. When mind is absent, we lose contentment. That's the essence of life. So biggest contribution from the Zen, I would say in one word, is mindfulness. And when it comes to India, it became a little bit different, or I think it went from here. Conscious living. What is conscious living? While life is happening, you take one step backward. You are involved in everything, but you leave a small gap between you and the activity, you and the words, so that a part of you is witnessing. That means ownership is getting reduced at each point in time. And that makes you very, very powerful. Because most of the time, when our involvement is 100%, not like involvement, with ownership. Without ownership is beautiful, but with ownership, we expect a particular result. And that leads to, sometimes it doesn't happen, then it leads to depression, disappointment, all sorts of things. So in Bharat, what we were practicing is a bit of conscious living, while from Japan, what came is mindfulness.
Very rightly you said. So here, most of the people are from, I'm sure that they're into business or they're working for some companies. How they can bring mindfulness in their life, because most of the people are stressed that how they can build a billion, become billionaire maybe, and make more money. So how mindfulness or balance in life they can bring in their lives?
Money is a byproduct. When your action is right, and when the action is needed by the world, means it is relevant to the time, automatically money will follow. I was also in business. I was the CEO of a company before I exited full time, because people started coming to see me, and not for business. So then I decided to leave the business. So you can always be cool at things. See, there is always a ownership-oriented stress. And that stress will completely go when you start witnessing. Time brings situation to you. You have no control on that. Time keeps bringing situations to you. How you approach it, that's where it makes the difference. At every situation which time brings, you can always look at it, okay, this is happening, let me work on it. And everything has a solution. Normally, we put the expectation in the beginning, oh, this has to happen like this. It didn't happen, and so we don't know what to do next. But everything has a solution inbuilt. So in business, you can, I worked with Japanese companies like Mitsui and Tokyo Tanker and various companies. Very, very professional. And what I like to work with Japanese companies is that it's error-free and total application. This is not happening in many parts. So our ships, ship captain used to, we had various ships. Captains used to say, if you sail out of Japan, we don't have to check, because everything is done well. But when we sail out of some other countries, inspection is needed. So that tells about the detailing. And I had this opportunity, thank you, opportunity to measure the waves in the ocean before we started bringing two-ship transshipment. Means cars are coming from on one ship and it's moved to the other ship in Salalah in Oman. And 7 days he was asking me to lie on the wharf and watch the waves. 7 days we did the whole test with all the machines. And finally we decided we can do it. So the point I'm saying is, like every activity, if you apply yourself, if you're fully concentrated, everything has its solution. And the more you upgrade, because automatically you will upgrade. See, there is nothing called perfection. Perfection is always a process, not an end. You can see your mobile phones. By the time you realize you bought the perfect mobile phone, another one is on the screen. So there is nothing called perfection. Perfection is a process. But application is your job. When you are applying yourself fully, when you are fully there with the work and the activity, and then you keep a small gap between you and the activity, you are having a detached view of the thing, which will reduce your stress a lot. When your stress is reduced, your effectiveness is more. A great life is an effective life, and that's not a long time. First 20 years of life, we were dependent on our parents. We didn't have any effectiveness. And last 20 years, we don't know whether we'll be dependent on others. So the effective years are the years in the middle. That time you can never waste. And please remember one thing, the currency of life is time. We are here only for some time. We are here for 30,000 days or 35,000 days. That's it, we are gone. This visa is not extendable. So time is your most important thing. Where you put your time, what you use it for, how you use it, that brings success or failure. If you are confused and wasting it, then you will feel nothing is working. Confusion leads to more confusion. Otherwise, self-connection, connecting with yourself, the one word is acceptance. You got to accept everything that comes your way. Maybe it's not so good all the time, but accept it. The moment you accept, then it just comes and goes. Always remember, nothing stays. Everything comes, everything goes. So while you are at it, and then your business will grow. See, I started my activity in Dubai. Now we are in 90 countries. We have places in about 12 countries, registered in almost 19, 21 coming up now. And our head office is Switzerland. This all happened in the last 10 years. All I did was I believed in myself. And I never chased anybody. I just focused on my work, and I did what I have to do. It started growing. And when you are sincere, when you are clear, which I don't have to tell the Japanese, because your products talk. So I don't have to say you need to improve, because I love to buy a Toyota anytime. So there is that application and the natural progression, organic growth will happen. And now, especially now, sorry, I'm talking too much.
No, it's fine.
Especially now,
everybody's listening.
One thing we must be aware, that the world is not going in a very sensitive way. It is important that we have to have great sensitivity. You know, many places, like for example, I've attended numerous peace conferences. And most of these conferences are funded by countries. They make weapons. I don't understand how can you have peace when you make weapons. So in one of the programs I said, all we need is to remove this hypocrisy. If you really believe in peace, we can bring peace. But on one side, we are all on arms race, and we don't trust anybody. We don't have any cooperation. And everything should be integrated now. Because what are we giving to the next generation? We got to think. Mostly, what we got, we have worsened it, and we are giving to the next generation. When we walk away from this life, what is the world going to be? Because all the time, like radiations are affecting, everything is affecting now. So we are now, I'm eagerly involved in integrating the indigenous people of the world. And that is for protecting the forests. So what we are doing is that we are planting millions of trees inside the forest to stabilize ecology, the flora, fauna, ecosystem. Similarly, we are supporting underwater forest, which probably you would have heard Craig Foster, my octopus teacher. Yeah, he and our Attenborough, and all these people are involved. And that's miles of forest, which is kelp forest, getting destroyed. And then there's a whole ecosystem inside that. Everything is interconnected. We are not alone. We are only looking at profits. That should stop. We should start feeling. That is mindfulness. What Japan has given is mindfulness. People are unshakable because they were mindful. They were feeling. The word is feeling. Please remember this word. Second word is acceptance. Everything has to come and go. Nothing stays. So accept the situation. You can solve it. Resist the situation. You have pain. So these two things I tell the whole world.
Very important. So now I think, after I'm sure they understood, I would like to ask the audience, do you have any questions for Mohanji? I'm sure many of you are stressed at your workplace and are thinking about how to make more, sales, and it is normal. Everybody's thinking, yeah. It's okay. It's a wonderful chance to ask and be guided by him. So if you have any questions, yes, sir. Could you please give the mic to him?
Hello. Sir, namaste. My name is 𝗙𝗵𝘆 Mohan. We are living in a country which is developing country, and so of course there are challenges between what resource you have and where you want to go. So as you said, I understood that you let the things the way, and so that you are doing it with full mindfulness. My question is that in this situation, do you also require to challenge yourself, give more goals, so that you have little resources but you want to reach at some places? Is it a good strategy?
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. In case if you want to compete with yourself, not with another person. Because each individual is each individual. Their thumb impression is different. They are created differently. The moment you start comparing with another, you lost it. Because you cannot be another. If I decide to be Arnold Schwarzenegger tomorrow, it won't work. It's already taken. So everything is us. So you want to improve, you want to go to the next level, you can upgrade yourself each time. And that's the best thing. Comparison, competition, imitation, they all diminish us. And also it reduces our authenticity. Some people may not like you, but that's part of the world. Some people like you, some people dislike you. That is exactly how it is. And it's completely connected to frequencies. If somebody likes your frequency, you don't have to prove anything. They like you. If somebody doesn't like your frequency, whatever you do, they don't like you. So we should not waste time on proving to the world. Instead, focus on what we have to do. That will give you so much of strength, stability, clarity. And vision is important, because if you don't have a vision, the other side is distraction. So that's not a good idea. So you need to have a clarity, you need to have clarity of vision, purpose, clarity of purpose. So when you wake up in the morning, you know, okay, this is what I have to do. And then go towards it. And the right people will come who will share your vision. And that will be a deadly team. Those people will make it happen.
Yeah, I'd like to here. So these are the things I think most of us we know, but we don't know how to follow them. I think that is the problem with all of us, that yes, that is the thing. I should not compare, but they just start doing that. So how to stop at that moment? No, how to say no to us?
That's again, it's very simple. Self-connection. You must spend some time with yourself. We are eager to spend time with other people. Other people are other people. But we have to spend some time with ourselves. I'm not talking about meditation. See, I'll tell you one simple process I was following when I was working in the corporate. I used to feel my spine. Just feel the spine. Just remember you have a spine. Not trying to do something about it, no meditation, but I was extremely busy. At some time I was handling many countries, so I was traveling and very, very busy. And as you know, targets and other things. So all the time I was watching myself doing it. Means a one step backward. See, the thing is, like, we are all 120-degree oriented, because all the senses are in the front, activities are in the front. And the moment you start feeling your spine, automatically you will start feeling, hey, this is all happening and I'm just witnessing. So then immediately there will be a shift. Anything coming, okay, this is coming, this situation is happening, I will handle it. And you can handle it. So self-connection happens when you accept yourself with all your flaws. Because we all have weaknesses. We have strengths. Nobody is only weakness and strength. So the moment you start accepting yourself, including everything, then we invest on the strengths, not the weaknesses. Automatically, we will start being stable. Stability is our birthright.
So that is I think the answer you said, the self-connection.
Self-connection.
Connect with. Any other question do you have?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. The mic, please.
Very happy to be connected again to you. Connect India,
Thank you.
Japan is connecting us again. We had met in Croatia a few times.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very happy to be here.
We did a lot of work together.
Yes, absolutely. You mentioned about mindfulness and Zen from Japan. There's another word which is a very big industry today, manifestation.
Yep.
It is said that universe within is universe outside.
Yeah.
How do we build that connection that universe within will create universe outside? So peace outside is not important. Peace inside is more important.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'm very happy to meet you after a long time. Yeah. Now we have a space in Croatia. We have our ashram. Okay. The first step is belief. Whatever we want to manifest at all in the world, we should believe it can happen. This belief is not there. See, many times things fail because we don't believe in it, because we are self-defeating them. If you're very sure this can happen, it will happen sooner or later. But it may take some time. Like the intensity, like Bodhidharma, he was sent to China, and he didn't want to go, because he wanted to establish a particular sect of people to manifest things which are beyond their mind capacity. So when he went there, he explained this to the king, and the king said, no, this is all nonsense, and they don't have to protect themselves, we will protect them. But later it so happened that Bodhidharma's team, his monks, protected the king. So the vision should be clear, clarity of vision. Then we should believe in that vision, and then allow it to happen. Like we say sankalpa. Yeah, sankalpa means we should have clarity of vision.
Clarity, yeah.
Yeah. Then once the clarity is there, just allow it to happen, and your focus is on that. And it's not just one, various things. See, like this environmental thing I'm talking about, I was having a discussion with the minister in South Africa. So he asked me, why World Tribal Alliance? I said, for preservation. Preservation of what? I said, nature and culture. So then third thing he said, I'm in. So we'd had very little discussion. But that deal was done at that point in time. So clarity always talks. And people can see it in you. And then the rest is history. But manifestation, people are using techniques. The problem with techniques is that, see, we need a boat to cross the river. After you reach the other side, we don't need the boat. But people cling on to techniques, activities, and they don't progress. So this is one of the major defects of teaching a technique. I would say you're the technique. You have that power in you, and you don't need anybody to give you guidance, because you automatically will be guided from within, because
So-
you know what you need.
So right now I can just ask from this universe energy whatever I want.
Yep.
That's all.
Not just what you want. See, there's a deserving level and a desiring level. They are both different. Deserving, you should raise your frequency to be deserving also. Like you ask for $1 billion, and you have no plan for achieving that. It will be just a dream.
Okay.
So desiring level is, it should be aligned to your deserving level, and it is organic. So one will go to the second, third, like that it grows. But if your focus is clear, within this particular lifespan, I would touch 1 billion, it will happen. Why not?
So all the businessmen would be very happy here listening to that. I'm sure about that. And Mohanji also will be taking the flight for another destination. Any more questions do you have?
Yes, please.
So many. Yes, please. Here.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Very fortunate to hear your words. Actually, I just want to know about your purpose of life, how you find your purpose. And, I see cameraman, all businessmen, we do our daily life chores, right? But someday or some moment we find that why I'm doing this, what's my purpose of doing this? So what's your journey to find your purpose? And
Well,
how we can...
I was in that position a while ago. Yeah, everybody, we all. Because we get immersed in the commercial world and the world of profits, and then we don't see anything else. So my purpose in the world, in one sentence, is to raise the awareness of the people. So all that I'm doing, whether it is Mohanji Foundation, we are in, ACT Foundation is in 31 countries. We are supplying food and so many things. Even in India alone, we do a lot of food supply, etc., to the poor. So all these different works are all aimed to raise the frequency of the generations. So, if you, most of the people who have connected to me are youth, because they are happy to explore and move forward. The state of confusion happens because of the hangover, because we had an education and we've been taught to get a job, to get employed, or to start a business or whatever, and then we've been aiming only at three things: position, possession, relation. They're all transitory. They don't stay. So but then if you are not aware of this particular thing, every point in time you will feel hit or pulled down. See, I have failed many times in life. I don't have to lie. Many times I have fallen. And one thing I realized is that there are no messiahs out there to pick you up. You have to get yourself up. You have to pick yourself up and walk. And when you are successful, everybody likes you. When you are not successful, people distance from you. This is okay. Because many times when you are not successful, you learn who's with you. So I look at life in this way. Everybody is valuable and their connection is valuable. I make sure that I stand by people who have fallen. Because that's when they need you. When everybody is successful, they don't need you. So we got to be realistic, and we need to have integrity. We should speak and do the same thing. And also, all people have three faces. One face you show to the outside world through Instagram and everything. Other face you show only to the people who are near and dear to you. And third face you never show anybody. If you try to integrate these three faces, you will be extremely successful. You know, these three faces are always segregated. One face for the world, one face for the near and dear, and one face only for us. That nobody will see. So this, like you look at animals, small children, they don't have three faces. If you look at your domestic dog or cat, they keep only one face. So they don't have stress. We are in deep stress because we have to maintain these three faces separately and be successful in each. That's very difficult, you see. And when you don't have many faces, people respect you.
But I think everybody wants having three faces and be stress-free.
No, but that's how the training is, right?
I know.
Yeah, we've been trained to be showing one face to the world, the positive or whatever, nice. Like you can see in Facebook, people put the picture of 25 years when they are 60. They don't grow up, you see. They don't want to show the right face at this time. See, that's the lack of acceptance. You know, many people ask me, why are you not dyeing your hair? I said, why? If people don't like me like this, it's not my problem.
Right. So it's your problem if you don't like it. So so it is really enlightening to have you with us. And if you have any more questions, I think we are running out of time.
Yes.
So the last question, we are going to take it. Yes.
First of all, I would like to thank you that you have come here.
Thank you.
And I am listening to you very with a lot of concentration, and I found that you have told a lot of good things.
Thank you.
India is not doing good in innovation. Innovative things,
Yeah.
especially in the manufacturing sector. Even in the IT, recently 𝗙𝗵𝘆_Bhatia, the Hotmail founder, he said that Infosys and all this company not creating IP. You see, most of the AI software done by the USA and
Yeah.
Japanese and Chinese.
Yeah.
What I felt that we have some problems in our education system and parenting. Once, when I was a student,
You nailed it.
when I was a
That's
student,
fancy.
I learned carpentry and did some plumbing works. So when I land into Malaysia, I invented 3 machines. Because I work with my own hands from the childhood.
Yep.
But here in India, our children's, in Japan, people do chores right from the age of 3. They do the cleaning, they make the bed. When they work on the street, they take care of the citizens.
Yep.
How present government, Modiji, and our Japanese Prime Minister can work together, especially learning from Japan. The Japan is a beautiful example how Japanese people are so polite and so innovative and doing research in all sectors. Can you please tell me or highlight some things?
There's no one sentence answer for this, but one thing I agree with you 100%, that the quality and the flavor which Japan has made, or the people, the children especially, because I also heard that when the tsunami happened, children shared water because there was no water.
Yes.
They bought the water bottle without anybody telling them, small children. So there is a big, strong cultural thing, and as you said, cleaning, washing. all these things. So this is definitely one thing. Second thing is that, like, our education system was not like this before. They were trained as per their nature. See, when you train a person as per their nature, we all have an inherent nature.
You mean to say Gurukul? Kind of
Gurukul
thing.
before, yeah.
Yes, yes.
See, we all have our inherent nature. When we do what is natural for us, we are very effective. But mostly, it's the big money job, training. The same thing, I was talking to some students in New York. I asked, why did you take this course? They said, big money job. You know, they never ask whether this suits them, number one, or they see themselves doing this. So this kind of a usual regular system, a child is born, education for job, and then after that, then job, then marriage, house, children, then children's education. This is what we call a success. So if you have 2 houses, you are very successful. Never ever anybody asks, are you contented? Are you satisfied? Are you fulfilled? That's the whole thing here. A life filled with discontentment is no life at all. People, you can see in the world, so many calamities because people have discontentment. So there is the system need to change a little bit, which I have spoken in many places. And we should look at the nature of the person. Hey, you like this, that's where your strength would be. Because when something is natural, they are extremely innovative, they can excel. But if it is for the sake of a job, then there is no guarantee that they will be successful. This is what I feel. But between Japan and India, I think at this point in time, what is needed is meaningful cooperation. You know, we need to inculcate the good qualities which you mentioned just now to here in our schools. And also, it's not the nationalism. It's about respecting everything that you have. The culture of respect is very important, which is missing. See, I was passing through Frankfurt airport, and these people did not like my dress or whatever, and they had machine guns and standing and inspecting me. So then I took it up to the government, and I took it up just because there are so many people who cannot speak. Because I am known, I speak. So I told them, this is not about your security, it's about your disrespect to an individual. You can ask questions. If you are not convinced with my answer, you can take me inside, but not like this in the airport. So there are so many places which are like explosive and like walking time bombs. You know, because one of the main reasons is discontentment. One other aspect is our communication has shifted from people to mobile phones. See, fall in love with mobile phone through mobile phone. We get divorced through mobile phone. We do everything through mobile phone, and there is no need for eye contact. And that stops us from respecting individuals. So we had tremendous eye contact. We had companionships at one time. Like, I think people who are born in 60s, 70s, 80s are very lucky. Because we had a time when we had no gadgets and we used to talk to people.
So
now we don't have it.
People-to-people connection is very much important.
Very important.
So
otherwise, we don't know anybody.
So today we have many connection here.
And another small question.
Actually, we are running out of time. If you can just write me, I will just send it to Mohanji. And Mohanji also will have to go, and we have many more sessions from here.
Okay.
So
I didn't know that I was coming here today. I had serious food poisoning in the morning. I couldn't get up from the bed. And I told Mr. 𝗿𝗏𝗃 that I may not be able to make it. Then his face darkened. So I said, okay, I'll come.
Thank you.
we are blessed that
Thank
he
you very
came.
much.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mohanji. I'm sure that we started with it, and everybody will be very relaxed rest of the day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate Nupur for having me here.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks to all of you.
I feel blessed. So since Mohanji is so much fond of Japan, I would like to request 𝗙𝗿cie, if you can come here and felicitate. Give the memento to Mohanji. Thank you so much, 𝗙𝗿cie. Thank you so much, Mohanji, for coming, making time. And this is the Connect India Japan. Thank you so much. Thank you, 𝗙𝗿cie.